dear pupils, welcome back with me, your teacher Amal. Today we are going to carry on with our listening lessons. Just don't forget to bring your books and copybooks, some pens and pencils of course, and let's start. We are going to do some tourism today. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. I will remind you always in every session to use the pause and the play button there in your video options to help you do your tasks at ease, okay? You don't have to follow our speed, just use them whenever you need them. Okay, today's lesson is, of course, from sequence 1, entitled let me adjust the picture first. Universal landmarks and outstanding figures in history, literature, and arts. Okay, great. The listening lessons are entitled Always I Listen and Do. You are going to listen to the script and do the required tasks. Today we are going to deal with script number 2. But before you listen, let me remind you, what have we seen last time? We have seen a group of Algerian students who are visiting London. Okay, tell me, what do you remember? You are going to watch the 1-minute video about London and write down the names of the monuments, the landmarks visited by the tourists in the script that you have listened to last session. Okay, sorry, here it is. Watch the video and take down notes. Okay, great. Did you enjoy the tour? Yes, London is a very beautiful city, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Okay, the first landmark or the first monument that you have seen in the video was the Houses of Parliament. What are the others? Did you take notes? Tell me. Here it is, the Thames River, the famous Thames River. The London Eye. It is called so because it looks like an eye when you see it. The Elizabeth Tower. So this is called the Elizabeth Tower and not Big Ben. Okay, this is part of Big Ben, or this is Big Ben, and we will see today what is really Big Ben. Great pupils. Now, try to read the definitions. You will have 4 definitions and 4 pictures. Try to read the definitions and find the corresponding picture from the picture that corresponds each definition. Good. Here are the definitions. Definition number 1 is the definition of the word bell. Bell is a percussive instrument made of metal, usually in the shape of an inverted cup, a cup that is inverted upside down, that makes a sound when you hit it, it makes a sound, a certain sound. What is a bell? We will see the pictures. A tower is a tall building found in castles, palaces, and used for guarding or any very tall building. Any very tall building is also called a tower. Great. Let me get smaller so that you can read the definitions. I can't get smaller than that. Okay, I'd be in the middle. Now, a clock is an instrument used to measure or to keep track of time. A non-portable timepiece. It is non-portable. You can't take it and go. You can't handle it and go anywhere. A heavyweight person is a very large, big, heavy, and impressive person. Great. Now you have the definitions. Read them again. Use your pause buttons and read the definitions. Then match each definition with the following pictures. Picture 1, there. Picture 2, 3, and picture 4. A bell, a clock, a tower, and a heavyweight person. A few seconds to do the task. Read the definitions carefully. And match them with the pictures. It's counting down. 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, let's see the correct answers. What do these definitions describe or define? So, a bell matches picture number 4. This is a bell. Good. It makes a sound when you hit a bell. When the thing inside the bell hits it, it makes a sound. A tower. This is a tower. You know what is a tower. We have seen Eiffel Tower last time. A clock. It measures time. But it is non-portable. This is a watch. But that is a clock. Okay? A heavyweight person is a very big, a large, a heavy person. Like Dwayne Johnson. You know him from WW, The Rock. Great. Now, you will listen to the second part of the tourist guide's script, of the tourist guide talking to the Algerian middle school students, the Algerian tourists. Listen and put a cross in the right box. So, you have 4 sentences, 4 statements. Number 1, the guide is showing the tourists the clock tower. 2, tourists usually call the clock Big Ben. They usually call it Big Ben, the tower. The clock. The bell of the clock is small. Is it? You will listen. The name inscribed, written, sculpted on the bell is Ben Can't. Is it? You will listen and say if these statements are true or false. You just put a cross in each box near each statement. Listen to the second part of the script.
Tasks 5, 6, and 7. I listen to the tourist guide part 2.
Do you see that high tower?
Sorry.
Well, this is the clock tower, which tourists often call Big.
Tasks 5, 6, and 7. I listen to the tourist guide part 2.
Do you see that high tower at the end of the Houses of Parliament? Well, this is the clock tower, which tourists often call Big Ben, when referring to London's most famous landmark. But that's wrong. It is the massive bell inside the clock tower that is correctly referred to as Big Ben. It is believed Big Ben was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, whose name is inscribed on the bell. Others say that the bell was named after the champion heavyweight boxer Ben Can't, nicknamed Big Ben, because it was the largest of its kind.
Okay, great. So, statement number 1, is it true or false? Is the tourist guide showing the tourists the clock tower? Yes, he is showing the tourists the clock tower. Tourists usually call the clock Big Ben. Yes, that's true. The tourists call the clock Big Ben. The bell of the clock is small. No, it is not. The bell of the clock is massive, very big. The name inscribed on the bell is Ben Can't. No, it is not. Which name is inscribed on the bell? This is what you will do in task 2. You listen again and correct the wrong statements. I already helped you with one. Okay, the wrong statements were where the bell of the clock is small, sorry. And number 2, the name inscribed on the bell is Ben Can't. Try to listen and correct the 2 false statements. Listen.
Tasks 5, 6, and 7. I listened to the tourist guide part 2.
Do you see that high tower at the end of the Houses of Parliament? Well, this is the clock tower, which tourists often call Big Ben, when referring to London's most famous landmark. But that's wrong. It is the massive bell inside the clock tower that is correctly referred to as Big Ben. It is believed Big Ben was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, whose name is inscribed on the bell. Others say that the bell was named after the champion heavyweight boxer Ben Can't, nicknamed Big Ben, because it was the largest of its kind.
Okay, so how did you correct the sentences? The bell of the clock is small. No, the bell of the clock is massive, huge, very, very big. The name inscribed on the bell is Ben Can't. No, the name inscribed on the bell is Benjamin Hall. Great. Now in task 3, you will listen again. A lot of listening, yes. We are dealing with listening lessons. You listen and do. Do the guide again and copy the correct answer in my copybook. This is task 5, page 12 in your books. You can refer to it or check it or do it on the book. On the books, okay? So, Big Ben is normally the name of what? Is it the name of London's famous clock? Is it the name of its famous clock tower? Or is it the name of the bell inside it? So, the name Big Ben is truly the name of which part of the building? Is it the name of the clock? Is it the name of the clock tower, the tower? Or is it the name of the bell? Ding, ding, the bell inside the clock. Listen and choose the correct one, A, B, or C.
Tasks 5, 6, and 7. I listened to the tourist guide part 2.
Do you see that high tower at the end of the Houses of Parliament? Well, this is the clock tower, which tourists often call Big Ben, when referring to London's most famous landmark. But that's wrong. It is the massive bell inside the clock tower that is correctly referred to as Big Ben. It is believed Big Ben was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, whose name is inscribed on the bell. Others say that the bell was named after the champion heavyweight boxer Ben Can't, nicknamed Big Ben, because it was the largest of its kind.
Okay, so what is Big Ben? Big Ben is normally the name of, is it the clock, the tower, or the bell? It is the name of the bell inside the clock. It is the name of the bell inside the clock itself. Good pupils. Now, task number 4. Listen one more time and copy the 2 correct answers in my copybook. This is task 6, page 12. You will have a sentence which needs completion. Big Ben was named after the famous English boxer Ben Can't because. What is the cause? You will have many causes. You will choose 2. 2 are correct. The others are not. You will just write the 2 correct answers. So Big Ben was named after the famous English boxer Ben Count because it was not very big. It was very big, like the heavyweight boxer. It means Ben Count. Or because Sir Benjamin Hall's name was Ben Count. Because Ben Count's name, was Big Ben. Ben Count's name was Big Ben also. And because Ben Count's nickname was Big Ben. Which two are correct? Listen and tick the two correct answers.
Tasks 5, 6, and 7. I listened to the tourist guide part 2.
Do you see that high tower at the end of the Houses of Parliament? Well, this is the clock tower, which tourists often call Big Ben, when referring to London's most famous landmark. But that's wrong. It is the massive bell inside the clock tower that is correctly referred to as Big Ben. It is believed Big Ben was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, whose name is inscribed on the bell. Others say that the bell was named after the champion heavyweight boxer Ben Count, nicknamed Big Ben, because it was the largest of its kind.
Okay, great. So, what are the two correct answers? Big Ben was named after the famous English boxer Ben Count because it was very big. The bell is very big, like the heavyweight boxer who is also very big. And because Ben Count's nickname was Big Ben. So the boxer was named Big Ben because he was very big. He was a heavyweight man. And Big Ben was named after him because it is a large and a big bell. Good. Now, after listening, try to fill in the gaps to complete the paragraph about Big Ben. This is the paragraph. London's clock tower, which is called the Elizabeth Tower, is London's most landmark. Tourists usually call it, but this is not. Big Ben is the name of what? Inside the clock itself. The name of Sir Benjamin Hall is on the bell. Some people say it was named after him. Others claim that it was named after the heavyweight Ben Count because the bell, like Count, was a few seconds to do the tasks. The task, which is one task. The timer is counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. If you need more time, just pause the video, do the task, and run it again. Okay, let's see the correct answer. How to complete this paragraph. London's clock tower, which is called the Elizabeth Tower, is London's most famous landmark. Tourists usually call it Big Ben, but this is not true or correct. This is not correct. Big Ben is the name of the bell inside the clock itself. The name of Sir Benjamin Hall is inscribed on the bell. Some people say it was named after him. Others claim it was named after the heavyweight boxer Ben Count because the bell, like Count, was very big, was very large. Good pupils. So that's all for today. Okay, don't forget, keep learning until you get it right. Just keep on trying, keep on learning, keep on training. And see you next time for the next listening lesson. Goodbye, pupils.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.